There's a great quote by Jim Rohn that says, either the day runs you or you run the day. The same can be said of your clients and their projects. Hi, I'm Jennifer Peak, founder of the CFO School, and we help CPAs become high-performing CFOs. In this video, you'll hear my personal story of how I let my clients run my business and how I fixed it. And be sure to stay till the end where I give you a key tip on how to make sure that this doesn't happen to you. Old corporate habits die hard. And when you've spent 20 years in corporate America, that is certainly the case. In that environment, projects come to you. Your clients are already picked out for you, whether those clients are your boss, your team, or other departments that you may be working with. Most of the time, your priorities are already defined and you know the context that you're working in. You know, the only thing you really have to figure out is what are the days and the hours that you're gonna work. So much of it is already there for you and you don't have to worry about it. So when you take all of that experience and those habits and those work environments, and you add them in with the desire or the need to start your own business and create your own roster of clients that's filled and is on projects that you want to work on, you might find yourself in a little bit of a mess. And quite the mess it was. Without those structures that I had in the corporate environment, I really didn't have a good way to evaluate the types of projects and clients that we were taking on. With that, and with the desire to create a full client roster and a consistent income, we took on projects that were longer in scope without a way to manage the scope creep and keep the clients in check. We took on projects that were amazing, but came with clients that demanded more and more and more of our time, which created all different sorts of problems in the business. And at the end of the day, what was happening was I was no longer in control of my own time, in some cases of my team's time, and certainly not in control of our customer mix or our ability to take on additional projects, given that our current clients and projects were just eating up more and more of our schedule and our time and our energy. The reality of it was that I had slipped back into employee mode without even realizing it. Then what? The first 50% of fixing a problem is knowing that you have one and figuring out exactly what problem you're trying to solve. The next 50% is doing something about it. So the first thing that happened was the most demanding client with the ever increasing requirements on our time, we parted ways by mutual agreement. We could then get back to serving our other clients at our best level possible. We can take on new projects. We learned a lot from managing that one client and getting out of the relationship, which included what we did in our future projects. It included making sure that we had a mix that worked for me and my team, and it included making sure that we had a whole bunch of benchmarks and check points built into any of our longer term or ongoing engagements. All right, before I give you that key tip on how you can stay out of the same situation, please like this video and also leave a comment if you've already found value in what I've had to say or if you've had a similar experience. Establish clear scopes and boundaries at the outset of the engagement. I know that that may sound like things that you already do. In that one particular case, I really thought I had done that. But I missed some key items that probably would have helped us along the way. It's possible that we may not have even taken the engagement had I known some of these expectations from the outset. So getting clear, and I mean super clear, about what you do, how you work, and where or how you deliver your services is a key element to making sure that you don't find your clients running your business. It really starts at the very, very beginning. It is so much easier to get that done before you're in the middle of a mess than it is to try to unwind all of these things that have happened. Frankly, I was very fortunate that the engagement that was causing us the most issues was coming to a little bit of a natural conclusion anyway. So that conversation with the client and that mutual agreement was pretty easy to have. That's not always going to be the case. So getting super clear at the beginning is the thing that you can do to help yourself the most. One of the best ways to make sure you're on the same page as your client in terms of the type of work that you're going to be doing with them is to grab our free financial assessment for clients checklist. You can find a link to it right below this video. So click on that and scoot on over to get your copy today.